Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre isn't backing down after getting thrown out of question period for calling Prime Minister Trudeau his policies a wacko. CTV's Jeremy Sharon has the latest on the fallout. What are we learning so far?
Yeah, well, Jamie, as you just touched on, the Conservative leader is not backing down on his comments. In fact, he doubled down on his comments on your program yesterday, talking about how he stands by what he says and feels as though that is an accurate description of the Prime Minister and his policies in this situation. In terms of a political fallout and a fallout here in Ottawa on Parliament Hill, the focus has shifted mostly to the Speaker. What we know is that yesterday the House resumed and question period resumed with both leaders in the House of Commons. Of course, Pierre Poilievre being kicked out only lasted for that session when the incident happened. So yesterday he was able to return to question period, and the questions continued. The attacks on the opposing parties still happened yesterday, but there was a very different tone in the House of Commons, a much more measured approach to the questions, and we didn't hear any name calling, anything like that. So surely both parties took note of what happened and made an effort yesterday to be very careful about the language they chose. But the specific focus now has shifted to the Speaker of the House, Greg Fergus, and the Conservatives continuing to call for him to step down. And the frustration stems from the fact they feel as though Pierre Poilievre was unfairly treated, and that if he was asked to leave for his comments, again, we'll recap quickly for you, he called the Prime Minister and his policies wacko when it comes to the decriminalization of hard drugs, some hard drugs in BC. He was asked to retract his statement, instead chose to replace the word wacko with extremist or radical, and it was at that point that the Speaker of the House asked the Conservative leader to leave the House for the session. What Conservatives are upset about is that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, during the same question period, called Pierre Poilievre spineless, and the House Speaker in that situation asked the Prime Minister to reframe the question using a different word and without using a personal attack. He was not asked to retract the statement, and as a result was not asked to leave the House of Commons. And so that is what Conservatives are upset about. They say that they've lost faith in the Speaker, and they feel that he showed in kicking out the Conservative leader, but not doing the same with the Prime Minister, that he showed that he was not being nonpartisan in that moment. So there's certainly a lot of frustration there, Jamie.
That's CTV's Jeremy Sharon. We appreciate that report. Thank you.